In this video, I'd like to share 4 communication tips that could help product managers to build a better relationship with your engineer partners. Let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. As product managers, we need to communicate with engineers almost every day in our work. I heard stories about how engineers and PMs hate each other, and I also heard stories about how they love each other. In the latter case, they appreciate each other's work and think they make a better product and career growth together. Number 1. Don't make technical assumptions. If I could only name one tip, this would be the one. In fact, I think this is the top 1 reason why engineers sometimes don't like, or I should say hate PMs. As PMs, we should be aware of our knowledge limitations, respect the complexity of the engineering system, and trust engineers' expertise in their domain knowledge. Here is a bad example and how we can do it right. Hey Tom, I'd like to add a small change before we ship the feature. It should be easy. Can we get it done by tomorrow? Here, I'm making the technical assumptions that the change is easy and may only take a few lines of code change, so I expect it can be done by tomorrow. If I'm lucky, I may get what I want, but in most of the cases, I may just get impressions from my partner engineer that I know nothing of their work. A better way of doing it is to share what you'd like to adjust and why, but ask your engineer partner to get back on the effort cost and when it can be done. Since engineers are the ones to write the code, they should be the one to cost their effort and make commitment that they are comfortable with, not PMs. For example, you can say, hey Tom, in the recent A/B test, we found some discoverability issues. We'd like to adjust the workflow a bit. Here are some details. Could you please take a look and let me know how much time we need to make this change? How complex is it? Is it possible to catch the next release? Another thing to note here is that your assumptions can both oversimplify or overcomplex the task. I had experiences of deprioritizing a task because I assumed it was too complex, but turned out it was way much easier than I thought and could be done within a sprint. So don't make technical assumptions. Go and ask your engineer partners and let them comment on their domain area. Number 2, always share why. The first tip is about trusting engineers' expertise in their domain knowledge. This one is the opposite. It is about how you can show your domain knowledge and let your engineer partners trust your decisions. PMs are close to our customers and the market. We have both business context and user context that some engineers don't. For each feature design and decisions we make, there are lots of invisible work that supports our proposals. It is important to make this invisible work visible. When you present your proposals to engineer team, not only show them what they need to implement, but also tell them why. Share the product business goal and vision, share your logical thinking behind your decision, share your data analysis that supports your conclusion, and share the customer interview summary or A/B test results. These things could help your engineer partners to build a better view of the product big picture and set up a good discussion foundation. It is also a good check for yourself. If you find something that you cannot clearly explain why we need to do that, you should take a step back and figure out why, rather than pushing the engineer team to implement it blindly. Number 3, you don't need to win every debate. Discussions come with disagreements. In our communication with engineers, we get pushback, comments, suggestions, and arguments. In the first year of my career, I could easily become very defensive for my proposals when I heard disagreements from the engineer team. Luckily, soon enough, I realized that I was wrong. I don't need to win every debate to succeed. My job is to help the team to build the product that our customers like, not let everyone buy in my idea and do whatever I say. Since then, I've been open-minded and valuing my engineer partners' inputs. I do fight if something could impact customer experience, but I only fight when it is necessary. Another thing here is that instead of trying to win the debate, I'd rather say how I can help to turn things around and get things done. The typical cases here are priority and timeline. When engineer team doesn't agree with the priority and timeline, it may not because they don't want to do it. Most of the cases, they are bounded with other limitations. For example, their plate is full and they cannot take extra work in your requested timeline. or they have a dependency on another team that they are uncertain about, or they have other prioritized work that is more important than yours. Showing your empathy and ask how you could help here will be appreciated. Instead of keep pushing the team for Mission Impossible, please sit with your engineer partners, check what blocks them, and say how you can help them to remove the blockers. Number 4, increase their visibility whenever possible. PMs get many opportunities to present and demo the team's work in various candidate reviews, and we are at the good position to share product news and good results with the leadership team. When doing this, keep in mind that we are doing it on behalf of the entire team, not only for ourselves. Make sure your engineer partners get the visibility that they deserve. Call out the team members that are involved and thanks for their contributions in these reviews. And ask the engineer to do the demo if it is not a PM-only meeting. They may refuse to do that, but make sure you ask. Keep in mind that PMs and engineers don't compete in career growth. We succeeded together, and the credit belongs to both of us. That's all. I hope you find the tips helpful. If you like my content, please give me a thumb up. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment below so I can try to address them in my future videos. I'm currently a PM at Microsoft, and I make videos about my PM learnings and experiences every week. Subscribe so you don't miss my future videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye!